Hey y'all, it's Sam. Welcome back to another video. This is the first informal video that I've done in a while, and it's marking the switch over to this being a coffee channel. It's the end of an era, not really an era. Channel's been dead for a while, so really it's just a channel reboot and rebranding. Anyways, I'm gonna be taking down all my old videos. Not taking them down, I'll be making them private. And if there's something that an old subscriber wants to see, leave me a comment down below. If you want to see something, send me a private message on Instagram, Reddit, you know, whatever you follow me on or contact me on. And I can make it unlisted and send you a link so that you can watch it if there's something. Can't imagine there is, but if there's something that you need to see or want to see that I have made in the past, just let me know and we'll figure it out. I won't delete anything. Just rebranding, so it's gotta happen. Anyways, just got home from work, so I'm gonna be making a dimmer switch video. That's what this is about. Anyways, you probably read that in the title. And yeah, so I'm gonna get a snack, get a shower, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, now for the video you clicked on. Yeah, so you might have come from Lance Hitter's video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I assume you came from there. I don't know if I'm gonna try and get him to put this in his description. He did my last video here. There's that video. I don't know if the last one disappeared already or not, but anyways, that's the video where I talked about putting this dimmer on the Gaggia. So this is where I started. Okay, now you can see it better. Yeah. So here's what I was using before. It's a single pole 600 watt dimmer. Hey, future Sam here. Not that far in the future. I was just rewatching the footage I just recorded that you've been watching this whole time, and I noticed I said it was a 200 watt dimmer, 600 watt dimmer. The wattage going through that pump is very, very low. I don't know what it is. I haven't measured it, but I'm assuming it's somewhere around, at the max, 60 to 90 watts. It's not a whole lot. But yeah, I wanted to insert that here. You don't need a huge wattage dimmer. Anyways, yeah, back to old me. It has a ground wire here. I didn't use that for anything, just wound it up, shoved it in the box, and it looked okay. Really, it looked terrible. It looked terrible. And I got a few comments about that on Reddit, and I don't think I did on YouTube. People on YouTube are a lot nicer than Reddit. But I love both communities. Either way, they have their own charm. Yeah, let's get into this. Okay. Let's disassemble the machine. I'm gonna get into more detail on all of the mods I've done. I put a PID from Shades of Coffee on here. That's just stuck to the lid here. I don't know why more people don't do that. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. You can take it off and then you got a place for your thing to hang on to, your lid, when you're filling it up. More on that too in the future. I don't fill it up anymore, it fills itself up. Alright, just laying that to the side. Okay, before I take you in closer, I want to show you the dimmer switch I got, which since it's already installed, I can't show it to you and hold it, but it's by Westtech, excuse me, and it came with 2 wire nuts and just the dimmer itself in a nice little cardboard box. Yeah, that's the one I bought. Link in the description if you want to buy it. It was, again, another, I think, $6.50 off of Amazon. They have some in stock right now. I had to wait on mine for probably a week and a half for it to come in stock. And it's not made for this, made for lamps that have a dimmer switch on them, and if it breaks, well, they're the guys that make the replacement. So yeah, perfect for this situation though. Anyways, I want to get the camera and bring you over here so you can see what it's all about. All right, here we are. here's the dimmer switch. Sticks out a little bit. You can see the nut there. I don't think that looks too bad though. When you stand back, it really looks nice on there, I think. It's got quite a bit of movement in it. All the way down is off. And then you hear that click when it turns on. Starts out slow, and then you increase your pump voltage, and it increases the pump speed, increases your water debit, all that stuff. Yeah. I'll show it to you working later, and then I'll pull a shot too, and show you all that. So here's what it looks like. There's the little guy inside, just a little circuit board with a switch on it, 2 wires coming out of it. Okay, I've got the 2018, actually mine was built in 2020, US version. Is the Gaggia Classic Pro, and it's got the switch that stays on. It's not the UK version that just has a rocker. And then everything else inside is different on other versions. So this is for this specific version. If you've got another version, you can leave a comment. I'll try and help you out. We'll look it up. There's wire diagrams online. There's not a lot of documentation, or videos, so that's why I'm making it. So here's the wire that you would think goes from the brew switch to the pump, but it doesn't. So it actually goes, where are you? Right here. This is the guy. This is your three-way solenoid valve. Gray wire, excuse me, goes from the brew switch down to your 3-way solenoid valve. So when you hit the brew switch, that kicks that on. Pressure on the puck, so no pressure can come back off the puck. And then from there, it goes to the pump and kicks the pump on. Well, I didn't take it from between the solenoid valve and the switch. That you want to leave that connection alone. That's awesome. This version is awesome for that. You take the wire that goes from the solenoid valve to the pump. Anyways, it's easiest to see if you start at the pump. You can't see this mess because of this mess wires I got in here from the PID, which I'll make a video on later too. But there's 2 little white wires coming out of the back of the pump, and then 1 thick gray wire, and that's this guy. So he's the guy you want to snip in half, okay? He runs through here. There's several little spots here. I pulled it out of there and made it easier to access. Make sure it doesn't touch the boiler, by the way, that gets hot. So I ran that end and wire netted it to one of the wires there, and then I took the other end and wire netted it to the other wire. It's really simple, super easy modification. And then I put it where I put it because this part, the lid, that funnel, if I put it up higher, would have interfered with that because how deep it is. I didn't want anything touching that. So the place I put it was about 1 inch higher than this, so 1 inch up, and then centered it front to back, so it's 2.5 inches from the front, from this crease, 2.5 inches from the flat part of the back. So looks pretty good. Yeah. For people who are scared to modify your machine, why? You're making it better. You're making it better, and it's your machine. I always used to be scared of modifying my things, messing anything up, wearing something too much, but when you really come down to it, you need to think about it different. This is your product. This is your thing that you purchased. You need to enjoy the heck out of it, all right? Just don't be scared of it. Little secret. It's a little secret. We'll talk about that later. Talk about that in another video. Anyways, really easy to do. The reason, okay, you use a 5/16 hole for this. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. The reason for that is, okay, you can barely see it there. See, there's a flat part there. Well, on the little box I made, I shoved that flat black part through, and it pressed up against up against the, can't see it, up against that square part, the square black part. And when that's compressed, you don't get that click anymore. So make sure it's a 5/16 hole, and that'll stop it at that part. And then you can really crank that down and you don't have to worry about it. Anyways, there it is. That's how you do it. And yeah, let's move on to showing off pulling a shot. All right, I've let it heat up for about 20 minutes and it is just perfect. When I feel it warm on the sides, I know that's when it's ready to go. Warm on this part. Not super hot, but warm to the touch. Anyways, I'm gonna put this on fast forward. Hopefully it doesn't make anybody sick. I've had comments about that before on other videos I made, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna look like Superman, but I'm not. Trust me. Sorry to slow it down, but Jay Brooks, this guy is awesome. Not a sponsor. Should be. I'd love to get their coffee for free. I love their stuff. Anyways, he makes coffee. He doesn't make the coffee. He roasts it. But he's based in Memphis, Tennessee. Got on a tour of the facility. Really cool guy named John Pittman. They got a little crew that they roast coffee all day long, ship it all around the whole world. They're really cool people. Anyways, I really like this. Dark roast. When you do dark roast espresso, it's like it's got a punch, which some people like it. I love it. I don't love it all the time. Usually I use dark roast for my pour overs. That's why I've got so freaking much of it. But anyways, light roast is really cool too, and probably better for espresso. Anyways, here we go. Dark roast is easier to brew with and work with. I got that set on 85 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for dark roast. And that's got the offset too. So that's the boiler's actually somewhere around, let's see, I think is it 6 degrees difference? So it's actually 91 degrees Celsius. I can't remember exactly, but anyways, it shows what the temperature is when it hits the coffee itself. Yeah, back to this. Now, when I hit the brew switch, that's going to engage I started talking about this earlier, didn't finish. When I hit the brew switch, that's going to engage the three-way solenoid. That's going to keep pressure on the puck, and then it'll start a little bit of water trickling out. I'll kick the pump on with the switch, dimmer switch, and that'll let water soak into it. It'll be an actual pre-infusion. And then when I start to see coffee coming out, I'll turn it up, and that'll kind of simulate the pressure of a manual lever machine where you're pressing down, increasing your pressure up to 9 bars. And then when it stops, I'm just going to hit the switch to shut it off, and the three-way solenoid valve will let the water off of it, put it down into here, and that'll leave me with a fairly clean puck. Anyways. Enough talking, let's pull this shot. You heard that click and it turned on. Going real slow, real low pressure, letting it soak. Turning it up very little by little. Starting to see coffee, cranking it up all the way. Looks like it ground a little too fine on that one. Maybe not. stop. There we go. There's our coffee. Hopefully that's focused. Looks like a really good shot. Pulled a little long, but definitely usable. I'm gonna make an Americano with it. Anyways, that's the video, y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe if you wanna see more stuff like this. Got a lot more coming on this Gaggia. I've done all sorts of things to it. I can't wait to show y'all. This is gonna be your guide channel for the 2018 Gaggia Classic Pro US version. And other versions, I'll try and help you out. All right, thank you. See ya.